we're again looking at how to use, this time, proportions to solve a real-world problem. So in this case, we're doing an environmental study. We need to estimate the number of trees in a 150-acre area. We count 270 trees in a 2-acre area, and notice that the trees seem to be evenly distributed. So we want to know the total number of trees in the 150 acre area, sorry. So what we're going to do is, we know we can write a ratio of 270 trees in 2 acres. And what we want to do is see if there's 270 trees in 2 acres, we want to know how many trees will there be in 150 acres. Okay? So since it should be proportionally distributed or evenly distributed, this is what we're going to use. So it's really, you can just write it as 270 over 2 equals x over 150. We're going to cross multiply. We'll get 2x on one side. We'll get 270 times 150 on the other side. Again, we can simplify this right away. Let's not. Let's multiply it out. So that's the same as 2x is equal to, give me a sec here, 270 times 150 gives me 40,500. Dividing both sides by 2, we get x is equal to 20,250. And that would be trees, because we said that at the beginning. Okay? So again, it's the ratio of trees to acres, so it has to be trees to acres for the second one. There they are, trees to acres. Cross multiply and solve. Okay? Now, geometric mean. For geometric mean, what we're doing is we're saying that there are two numbers, or there's one number that geometrically is in between these two. This is different from arithmetic mean. We do not add them and divide by 2. What we do is we write proportions, and on 2 of them we write the numbers. Whoops, I'm sorry, 24 and 48, and on the other 2 we write x's. So this will give us the geometric mean. Cross multiplying, we get x squared, and 24 times 48 is equal to 1,152. We take the square root of both sides. Give me a sec. And we get approximately 33.94. Okay? So again, the way that they do it in the book, and you can do this as well, because if we go back, let me show you real quick. If we look at this carefully, we can say that x is equal to the square root of those two numbers multiplied together. So if you want to just jump to that, you can do that, but basically this is what we're doing, and we're going to need this idea of a geometric mean later in this chapter. So we can say it's 24 times 48, so x is equal to the square root of 1152. So if you want to do that, you can. And again, there's our formula. 24 times 48 is, I guess they factored it out, we get 24 rad 2, okay, which is about 33.9. Here's that same problem where we had the trees and the acres. This time it's 390 trees in 3 acres, and we want to again know how many in 150 acres. So this time we're going to have 390 over 3 is equal to
Now
x
we're looking at
over
solving
150.
proportions.
That gives us
remember
3x here,
we
and
cross
on the
multiply.
other side we're going
So
to
we're
have
going to multiply these two together, and we're going to multiply these two together.
390
To multiply
times
these two together, we
150.
get 10x.
That gives us
Multiplying the other two together, I get 5
58,000.
times
Whoops, I'm sorry.
16. I might
Try that
do
again.
this a little bit differently than you may have seen.
58,500.
I'm going to leave that
Dividing
as 5
both
times
sides by
16.
3.
And I'm going to divide both sides by
X is equal to
If I do that, the 10s cancel,
19,500.
and I get x here. I'm going to divide both
Again,
top and
that's
bottom
true.
by 5, so that this becomes 1, and this becomes 2. And then we get 16 divided by 2, which is 8. And for the geometric
And we're
mean,
done.
I
honestly I like to do it this
So
way.
you don't
12
necessarily
over x
need to multiply it
equals
all out.
X over 27.
So we do that.
Cross multiplying, we get
product
x
property,
squared
which
is equal
just
to the
cross
square root of
multiplying.
12 times 27.
and we get the same
I'm sorry.
answer.
X is x
Here's
squared
another
is
one.
equal to that.
A little
We take
bit
the
more
square root of both
complicated.
sides.
Again,
We get x
cross
is
multiply here.
approximately, well, actually,
cross multiply
let's do
here.
this first. The
And then I
square
get
root
2
of
times y plus
times
1, and make sure you
27.
put the y plus 1 in parentheses. This is equal to 3y
that's 324.
times 1.
And then
Over here, we're
going to
use
square root of that.
distributive property. Multiply that out. You get 2y plus 2
We get
is equal to
18.
3y.
So it equals exactly.
Subtracting 2y from both sides.
Okay.
2 is
And how
equal
about
to
for
y.
18 and 54? Again, x
Writing the proportion
over 18
using cross products property.
equals 54
Distributing.
over x. So x
Solving.
squared equals 18
Here's
times
another one.
54. We're going to end up taking
We're
the
going
square
to
root of
cross
both
multiply
sides.
here and
That
here.
gives us x here.
We get
And
5x
over here,
on one
the
side,
square
on the
root
other side we
of-
get 16. Dividing both sides by 5. You notice this doesn't come out even. I am fine with you
972.
keeping it in reduced fraction. In this case,
And
we can't reduce it,
The
so
square root, whoops,
this
sorry.
is our answer.
Square root of 972
And here's
ends
another
up
one.
being approximately 30.
Still cross multiplying.
Whoops.
These and
31
these.
point.
So on one side we have 4
8,
times x
or
minus
31.2.
3. On the other side we have 3x
Which is
times
18
1. Cross
And
or
16 and
using
18.
distributive property, we get 4x
So
minus
we do
12 is equal to 3x.
16 over x.
We're going to subtract
equals
4x from both
x
sides.
over 18. Cross multiplying,
Negative
we
12
get x
is equal
squared
to negative
equals
x.
16
Dividing both
times
sides
18.
by negative 1.
We're going to end up taking the
We get
square
x
root of
is
both
equal to
sides.
Okay.
And we get
One more, I hope.
288.
Let's try this one more
equals-
time. We're going to
I'm sorry,
multiply
the
this
square
out.
root of 288 equals
And we're
x.
going to multiply this out. So on one side we get 7y,
And the square
on the
root
other
of
side we get
288
14
ends up
times
being
y minus 3.
approximately
So this gives us
16.97.
7y here, and over here using distributive property,
12
14y minus
And that's it. Thank you.
42.